Hello everyone, this is our installation and maintenance guide for our project, the AI Study Buddy chatbot. In this video, we'll walk through the installation, maintenance process, and then how to prepare for future revisions on the project. Before we get started, I would like to provide a small overview of the tech stack we use for the project. We use React for the front end, Node/Express.js for the back end, and then we use Firebase for our database and user authentication operations. And then finally, we use Llama 3.1 from Llama as our AI model of choice. Furthermore, there are some prerequisites to have a smooth setup on the project. First, it's important to have Node.js installed on your computer, and then also have the Llama 3.1 AI model already running locally on your computer. Lastly, our team did have a specific IDE of choice for this project. We had chosen VS Code, so this guide will be tailored towards VS Code. So first, we'll begin here at GitHub, where we're going to have you guys fork our repository. And once you go through that process, it should show up in your list of repositories here. And then going to VS Code, we're going to clone the repository, clone from GitHub, and then clone that repository that you just forked. So once that's done, it should look like this, where you should see all of our folders and all of our files we use for the project. And once you have your environment variables set up and configured, we can begin with the installation of the dependencies. So here in the terminal, in the root directory, the root folder, we're going to run npm install to install the front-end dependencies. Once that's done, we can run the front end now with npm start. Then once VS Code finishes compiling our front end, should open a new page, and it should take you to our login page of the project. But before continuing, you would want to open another terminal for the backend. So here we're going to change the directory to our backend folder, and then also run npm install to install our backend dependencies. When that's finished, we can run node server.js. And then we will see these messages and it will confirm to us that our backend is running successfully. So going back to the page, just going to log in, and then it should take you here to this page. So next, the maintenance process. As mentioned before, our project uses Firebase for user authentication and database operations. Key aspects of our project involve the use of Firebase. So for this maintenance process, we're going to heavily rely on the analytics provided to us by Firebase. Some examples of the specific metrics that we look for would be the login latency, authentication success rate, and failure rate on user logins and authenticated requests to our backend. And then also how long it takes for a query to execute, and then how many queries per second we do to the database. And of course, unit testing to ensure functionality of the project once we are making new changes to the project. Next, we're going to talk about project revisions. Our team used a development branch, like dev branch that we have here, to work on making changes to our project or making improvements. So on VS Code, we go to the bottom left here where it says main. You can create a new branch for your development, and then choose that branch. Once you confirm that it changes at the bottom left here, any changes will be here on your source control. You would commit and push those changes to GitHub. Once you have done that, you can go to the pull request and create a pull request to merge any changes you make to your development branch to your main. Thank you everyone for watching. If you'd like to know more information or need assistance with setting up the project, feel free to reach out to this email on screen. Thank you.